G'day folks, and welcome to this live stream of Magic the Gathering. This is Magic the Gathering Arena, which is one of several online iterations of Magic the Gathering. And I mentioned in a recent update that I'd be doing some live play. So what I'm going to do today is jump into what's called a quick draft of a set known as the Brothers War. So this was a sort of a series of cards that came out some time ago before I started playing it. Not too long ago, but yeah, still relatively recent. So the way a draft works normally is you'll open a pack of cards, you'll select one of those cards, and you'll pass the rest on. So you'll keep that one card, pass the rest on. You'll then get the remaining cards and the person on your right, you'll pick one of the cards that they give you, and gradually you'll build up a deck. I don't know much about this set, so there's a bit of a sort of archetype summary here. Blue-white, soldiers, black-blue, draw power, black-red, artifact, sacrifice, etc. Fairly standard combinations throughout, most of the sets. I've been saving up a bit of money. I'm going to spend 5,000 of my coins to purchase a ticket. You keep playing until you reach 3 match losses. What I'm really aiming for is somewhere around here. If I can get 2 or 3 wins, I'd be happy. Because I'm not familiar with the Brothers War, I'm not familiar with the set, I've done no research whatsoever, I'll probably, in all likelihood, end up with 0 or 1 win. So, brace yourself. Okay. So here we go. This is my first pack opening. Let's have a look. The Stasis Coffin. Exile this, gain protection from everything until my next turn. That's my rare. I don't know. Monastery Swissway I love. I have it in my cheap red burn deck. Mono red burn. I'm already liking it. Flow of Knowledge. Calamity's Wake. Exile Graveyards. Swiftfoot Boots is good, nice in Commander. I think it's in one of my a couple of my Commander decks. Warlord's Elite, a Rock. I'm going to jump at the Monastery Swift Spear and see what happens. So this is untimed. Normally when you're playing with actual people, this will be timed. You'll have about 30 to 60 seconds. When you're playing it live, there's no real pressure. When you're playing it like face to face, there's no real pressure. But yeah, I'm gonna go Monastery Sister. I really like this card. And then we have no red. So here we go. Choose one, create some soldier. Let's have a look. Splitting the Power Stone, sacrifice an artifact. Haywire Might is a common card that you'll encounter. When it dies, you gain 2 life. You can sacrifice it to exile target creature. A target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. That's pretty good for 1 mana. 1 mana, 1/1. 2 life gain. What do we got here? When an artifact enters the battlefield, this is about artifacts. Tap it, gain a life. That's not bad. Tap it, colorless mana, gain a life. Incidentally, if you're watching, you've got any questions about how this works, please let me know. There are basically 5 colors in Magic the Gathering. So you can see green, red, black, blue, and green. And then you have these colorless mana. This is a nice one. I'm very tempted by this. I don't know much about this, but the ability to tap and gain a life each turn is pretty cool. Curate is a good blue card. Surveil 2. That means you look at the top 2 cards of your deck. What else we got here? Gixian Skullflay. If there are 3 more creature cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1. That's not bad. If there are 3 more creature cards in my graveyard, that's not a bad common card. But I'm having trouble resisting this. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it was a bad idea, but looking at the reds here. What's this? Return target permanent. Whenever an artifact or creature leaves your graveyard, put a counter. Right. Whenever it leaves my graveyard, when it enters a battlefield, draw a card. Not bad. When it's battlefield with 2, I've played this before in a deck. That's not bad. So you're aiming unless 2 or more colours were spent to cast it. That's a good generic. What have we got here? Disfigure target creature -2/-2. It's a good cheap kill. I might grab this. For each exile costs 1 less. That's a 5 mana kill. This is a 1 mana cheap kill. When Bitter Reunion enters, so I'm kind of leaning towards Disfigure just to get a cheap removal. Oh look, should I be aiming higher at this stage? Probably. Whenever it leaves the graveyard during my turn, that's a hard one to pick early. I could try and, I don't know. I don't know much about this series. I'll go with Disfigure and see what happens. Alright, what else we got? Meticulous Excavation again. Obstinate Baloth. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 4 life. If a spell ability control causes me to discard this, yeah. Mishra's Bauble. Sacrifice it. Look at the top card of the player's library. Draw a card. Okay. Not overly impressed. Not a lot of red. Here we go. It says Power Stone Fracture. Destroy target creature. I've got to sacrifice an artifact or creature to destroy a creature or planeswalker. Right, not bad. 5 damage to target creature and 2 to that person's controller for 5 mana in total. It's expensive for what it is. It's good, but expensive. Hoarding Recluse. Tornos' Tinkering. Power Plant Worker. Okay, for 3 mana, it gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. If you control a creature named Mine Worker or Tower Worker. Oh, it's going to be hard to get both of those, but it is early. It is early. It is early indeed. So I'm looking for Mine Worker and Tower Worker. There's Mine Worker. That's going to be... See, this is the thing, though. In a draft, the chances of getting all of these... There's another Monastery Swiftspear, which I want. Arms Race. You can put an artifact card from your hand on the battlefield. That artifact gains haste, and then sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Artifact creature. So I'm looking at colourless... There's a lot of good colourless cards, it seems, in this series. So -1/-1 against Flying Vigilance. I like that for 6 mana. I'm going to need some mana generation. For these, they're expensive. There's another Mine Worker. Ward, pay 2 life. Prowess. Prowess is pretty cool. Whenever you cast a spell, it gets +1/+1. I like that. For 2 mana. It's a good cheap creature for 1 and 3. But I'm going to need a lot of cheap spells. That's the problem. Or Mine Worker, gain a life. Can't resist. Now I need Tower Worker. So I need to be able to get Tower Worker. I have Mine Worker, Power Plant Worker. I need Tower Worker. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for Tower Worker. There's another Power Plant Worker here. But what else have we got? A 0 mana 0/2 with flying. Depth Charge Colossus is huge. Goring Warplow. 5/4 Death Touch. That's very nice. Very nice for 6 colourless. Very nice, but the idea of getting another Power Plant Worker is pretty cool. Where are the Tower Workers? Come on. What do we got here? Sacrifice an artifact? No. When it dies, create a soul. It's not bad. 3 mana, 3/1, creates a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colourless. And I can unearth it, but that's kind of got the white cost. What's this one? When it attacks, another creature gets +1. Stone Brain. Exile this. Choose a card, name, search graveyard. I might grab this. Stone Brain. Okay. I don't have that Tower Worker yet. I do have another Stasis. Come all the way around, I think. Is this my opening hand? Yes, it is. So, Stasis Coffin has come all the way around. Dig Site. Generic mana. Surveil 1. That's cool. Swiftgear Drake. I do have already got 2 Power Plant Workers. When it enters the battlefield, put 1 target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Flying Haste 2/4. Seems a bit expensive for that. When it enters the battlefield, create a power. Stone token, that also seems expensive. The dig site is pretty cool. Alright. No tower worker, but the Haywire Might has come back. A creature has +1 in menace whenever a creature enters the battlefield from your graveyard. None of these are really great for me. If I'm heading towards sort of a black-red, I might grab that, but I'm going to put it in my sideboard. This is like my reserve here, cards that I'm fearless that I don't want. And Meticulous Excavation, no. Threatened Vigil, again, can't. It's going to be hard to facilitate. Mishra's Domination, enchant creature. As long as you control it, it gets +2/+2. Otherwise, it can't block. So I can cast on my own creatures for +2/+2, or an enemy to prevent it from blocking. Another dig site, or Clay Revenant. When it enters the battlefield tapped, I can return it from the graveyard to my hand. It's a 1-mana 1/2. Let's see what we can do with this. And then Sibling Rivalry. And then Coastal Bulwark, not bad, 2 mana. When it or another artifact is put into the graveyard, create a tap Power Stone, or it gets +2 as long as you control an island. I probably won't control an island, so I'm going to go with this. And that's the last card available from the first pack. So now we're up to the second pack. Pack 2, pick 1. Mishra's Command. Choose 2. Target player may discard cards. They draw a new card. This spell deals X damage. X damage to Planeswalker or target creature. Not a bad one. Gruesome Retaliation. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Creatures your opponent controls gets -1/-1. That's nice. Looking across quickly. Power Plant, Mind Worker. I might grab Mishra's Command. X damage, just versatile really. I can kill target creature, I can kill a Planeswalker, I can give a target creature +X and haste. I can choose 2 of these things. Or Gruesome Retaliation. Draw 2 cards. I do like the ability to just draw 2 cards for 3 mana. Draw 2 cards. Or I kill all my opponent's creatures with 1 defense, 1 toughness. I won't be sacrificing. It's not bad. Mishra's Domination I have. Do I really want this? X damage to target creature. Could be good. Could be a big nuke. So yes. It could come in handy. Okay, do we have... I cannot see the tower working yet. We've got a supply drop. What's this? This is a Cloud Key. As it enters battlefield, choose an artifact, blah blah blah. Spells you cast of the chosen type. Cost 1 less to cast. Okay, so if I was really going strong on artifacts, and I'm looking pretty good on artifacts actually. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could do this, pick artifact, and all my artifacts cost 1 less to cast. Not bad, not bad. Let's look around. Sacrifice another creature. I don't really have a sacrifice. Blitz Automaton. It gains double strike into the end of the turn. That is very good. That looks cool. But it's only a 2/4 for 4 mana. And you've got to pay the 2 mana to activate it. That requires sacrificing artifact. When it enters the battlefield, target creature I control gets +2/+2. It's a 3 mana artifact. So I am getting a lot of artifacts. I could pick something that, like... I am getting a lot of artifacts. Choose artifact. Let's grab that and see what we can do with it. Alright. Oh, Junkyard Genius. Red-black. That'll suit us nice. When he enters the battlefield, create a tap Power Stone, and for 1/1/1, sacrifice another creature or artifact. Other creatures get +1 and menace and haste. I mean, the colours match up, but the abilities really don't. I'll have to sacrifice another creature. I'm already looking pretty heavy. Got to bring the curve down. Target player mills 2 cards. Steel Exemplar too expensive. What else we got here? Goblin Blast Runner. 1 mana, 1/2. He gets +2 and menace as long as I sacrificed a permanent this turn for 1 mana. That's not bad. How else can I get? Is there a tower? No. That sacrifice an artifact or permanent, destroy target creature or planeswalker. That's not bad for 2 mana. That's another removal spell. Grab that. Still no towers coming out. Another disfigure, which I'm leaning towards. Conscripted infantry. What's this? Mishra's Research Desk. Exile 2 cards from my library. Choose one of them, and I can play that card. That's pretty cool. For 1 mana. Sacrifice the mask. Create an XX. Okay, not bad. Not a bad artifact. A lot of interesting, weird artifacts in this set that I've never seen before. When it enters the battlefield, exile the target card. Okay. Power Stone Engineer when he dies. Power Stone. Yep, seen that before. Disfigure I like. Target creature gets first strike and trample +2. Equipped creature gets +1. Okay. I'm leaning towards the desk. It's an artifact that I could sacrifice if I need to. And exile 2 cards from my deck, choose 1, and until the end of my next turn I can play it, and I can unearth it, which means return it. Yeah, I'm going to grab this. This looks pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Got some nice cards here by the looks of it. Still no towers, but we have over the top a rare sorcery. Each player reveals cards equal to the number of non-land permanents they control. Put all cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Each player reveals cards from the top equal to the number of non-land permanents. See, this is the kind of card where if you're ahead, you become really far ahead. But if you're 7 mana, it's just too expensive for what it does, I think. Love Lauren's Escape normally, but okay, this is a Power Blade, 3 mana, +2, not really practical. Ashnod's Intervention, target creature +2, and when they die, return it to their hand. That's pretty cool. I like that. Target opponent, choose a non-land. I'm not a fan of this kind of ability. It deals 3 damage to any target. Create a that's good, but it's 3 mana. So 3 mana for 3 damage is pretty expensive. A Rock Hunter, 3/1 with reach. I'm going to go with the Intervention. So how am I looking? I've got some good ones, a couple of 2s. Really got to bring it down to sort of more in the 2 range. Pyrrhic Blast, sacrifice a creature, which I'm not really fond of. Another mask, still no towers coming out. Scrapwork Rager. When it enters battlefield, draw a card, lose 1 life. Prowess, I like this. Mishra's Domination is an enchantment. Mishra's Onslaught is an instant. Create 2 soldiers. And they get +2. What's this guy? Tomahawk Scrapsmith. When he enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact from among them into your hand or add 1. Yeah, I like this guy. Although, yeah, casting a non-creature spell, as long as it's not, this is an artifact creature. Okay, still no tower. We have an Evolving Wilds here. Another Mishra's Research Desk. Another one of those. Goblin Blaster. I don't want to sacrifice. Might get another Research Desk. Or an Evolving Wilds. Search for a basic land. No, I like the idea of a Research Desk. Alright, still no tower. We have an altar for a black and a tap. Sacrifice a creature. Nope. Not really going a sacrifice route. I'm going a red-black route. Kind of just fell into it. Draw a card, discard a card. Not bad. Kicks in Infiltrator when you sacrifice another. Nope. Sacrifice a creature. Nope. Enchant creature. Yeah, as long as you control it. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Still no tower, but we do have another mine worker. So we have one mine worker, two power plant workers. I could grab another mine worker. Gruesome realization. This came around. I was tempted to grab this. So I will draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, or opponent's creatures get -1. And Penregon Strongbull. Sacrifice an artifact. He gets +1/+1 and deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's not a great benefit for sacrificing my valuable artifacts. +1/+1, but it can do it as an instant, so it could surprise people. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yeah, not great. Supply drop. Target creature. So I think this is a bit better. I can cast it with flash. +2. I'll put it in my sideboard because I probably really won't end up using it. Okay, now in trouble. I'm not going to be sacrificing creatures, but that's really expensive. Let's grab it and see what we can do with it. Okay, this mask keeps coming around. Target creature +2, first strike and trample. That could be a good kill. Alright, we'll take the Rock Hunter, but I'm going to put it in my sideboard. Ferric Blast. Or Mishra's Onslaught. I think I'll grab Mishra's Onslaught. Just doesn't seem worth it. 2 1/1s for 4 mana. It really doesn't seem worth it. And have to take that. Right, third and final pack. Battlefield Butcher. Each opponent loses 2 life. Costs 1 less to activate for each creature in your graveyard. So it's a 3 mana 1/4. So a good defender. Good defender, and for 5 mana, I can cause my opponent to lose 2 life. That's not bad. Tap an untapped creature I control, add 1 mana. That's nice for 1 mana. Whenever a creature with power equal to its toughness enters the battlefield, pay a mana. That's too late to be planning around that. Oh, there's a tower worker. Here we go. Let's grab the tower worker. Just because. Unlikely to get them all out, but yeah. Okay, what have we got here? The artifact sack. Overwhelming Remorse. Exile target creature. 1 less for each creature in your graveyard. That's doable. Ravenous Gigamole. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. I can put a creature card in my hand if I don't put +1 on it. Sacrifice another creature or a card. When he dies, a 1/1. I like the Overwhelming Remorse. I can do stuff with that. I can work around it. Okay. No more towers. We did have a Disfigure down there. What's looking good here? Scrap work, no. Clay Revenant. When it enters the battlefield, tapped. Return. I do have one of these, right? Yeah, I did. That's not bad. It enters tapped, but it's a 1/2 for 1 mana, or a Disfigure. Do I want more cheap removal? I think I kind of do. What's this? Sibling Rivalry. Gain control. This is also cool, but it's 4 mana. I need some cheap stuff. And this is cheap. 1 mana -2, or an actual creature. If I can return from the graveyard. I like the idea of this, is being able to return it to the graveyard, unless my opponent exiles it. No One Left Behind. It costs 3 less to cast. If it targets a creature with mana value 3 less, return that creature from my graveyard to the battlefield. So that's a lot of creatures here that I can return to the battlefield. The altar is sacrificing a creature. So now I could work around sacrificing, but it's a bit late. So I'm going to draw 2 more cards. No, unlikely. Goblin Firebomb. Destroy target permanent. That's expensive. I like this. 5 mana, but 3 less to cast. If I'm targeting a creature with 3 or less, I just return it from the graveyard. There's a lot I could do there. I could return Tower Worker. Monastery Swispy is probably not worth it. I've got a lot of 1s. I didn't realise. Oh, you're in the wrong column, dude. So, So I don't have a lot of creatures with mana value 3 or less. And it's expensive just to bring back a low value card. Do I want another power plant worker? What else can I do? Trench Stalker, unlikely to draw more cards. Mill 3 cards, put an artifact. It doesn't seem worth it. A 3 mana 2/1 who could get a +1/+1 or an extra card. I don't know, none of these look really great. Are there going to be any really important creatures? I guess the workers. Alright, no one left behind, but I'm reluctant to take it. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Target opponent, I choose an artifact or creature and exile the chosen cards for 1 mana. Another research desk, which is cool. Sacrifice, exile 2 cards, choose 1. Emergency Weld. Return target artifact from the graveyard to your hand and create a colorless. I like that. Return artifact or creature. That's so much better than the other one. Let's just look through. Another tower worker though. Ooh. Return target artifact or creature from the graveyard to your hand and create a soldier. And it's a 1/1. Now I have 1 tower worker. Ooh, I want them both. I'm gonna hope tower worker comes around. Okay, will it come around? Probably not. Add 1 mana of any colour. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Got to spend 2 mana to take it. What's this? Demolisher. Beginning of your upkeep, tap it unless I pay 3 mana. No, okay. But it smashes. I just don't have the mana generation. Trench Stalker, unlikely to draw cards. Rock Hunter, Scrapwork Mutt. When it enters the battlefield, I may discard a card. If I do, draw a card. Okay, Unleash Shell. Deals 5 damage. I've seen that before. Yeah, and we've seen these before. Okay, I'm leaning towards one of these. Maybe Rock Hunter. Alright, what do we got here? Self-Assembler. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for an Assembly Worker creature card. Great! That's exactly what I need to get these Assembly Workers out. Mine Worker. I like my Mine Workers. Yep. I want to see Tower Worker come back around. Battlefield Butcher has come back around. Battlefield Butcher. That's, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Okay, what do we got here? Whenever an artifact leaves your graveyard during your turn. Well, I do have some cards that do that now, but not a lot. Is it worth building around? Probably not. I think I might just go to the Dig Site, which adds a colourless mana. Sibling Rivalry. And alter to the sideboard. Rift the hand, target artifact, exile the chosen cards, gain control of it, one of their cards at the end of the turn, untap it against haste. That could be really cool. And maybe, and sideboard. So there we go. We have drafted. So we have now, what, 45 cards? We've gone through 3 packs of 15. I have 45 cards. Now I need to make a deck. I don't want that. What else don't I want? I don't want Dredging Claw, because these are the cards I don't have. This is what I do have. Okay, Dig Site is decent. It adds a colourless mana, so I can, it's a land. Why do I have planes here? Something Meticulous Excavation. Don't want that, so I can take that out. And just for the time being, I'll just add some mana to replace those. Clay Revenant I like. Return from the graveyard to my hand. What's my theme here though? Black, red. I don't really see. I haven't really built with a kind of clear theme in mind. I've got to cut out 14 of these cards. Okay, what's going to be tough? Steel Exemplar. too much. I like the idea of building around this assembly worker. I've got 2 power plant workers, 1 tower worker, 2 mine workers. If I can get them out, I put counters on this when I activate it. I add mana through that guy, and I gain life through that, if I can do that. But that's a tough ask. It's a really tough ask. Whenever an artifact is put into the graveyard, create a power stone token. I can't see that happening a lot. I love this idea. No one left behind. Return target creature from graveyard to the battlefield. I just said, it won't happen whenever a creature happens a lot. There you go. Exile target creature. I think that's just... Look, it could be cheap. Where's the other removal? Add a mana, get a life. So I'm trying to get a bit of life gain in here. Choose artifacts, which is good. Each opponent loses 2 life, 1 less for each creature card in my graveyard. The altar, I'm not keen on. Stone Brain, choose a card name. That'll help me search for a worker if I'm missing one. Not too keen on the Refractor. Target creature +2, first strike and trample. Could be it's an instant, so I can cast it any time. The Rock Hunter, I'm not overly keen on. I have 2 of them, but yeah. Enchant creature, can't block. Look, I've got 2 of these. As long as I control it, +2/+2. It's not bad for a 2 mana. I'll consider it. Prowess is cool. Sacrifice a creature, destroy creature. Yeah, okay. Sacrifice a creature. It's a desperate removal. I liked Emergency World. Mishra's Command. I know I took this. I know I can choose 2. Okay. Research Desk. Disfigure is good. Intervention. Target creature. I don't think I have... I know it's only 1... look, it's a 1 mana save. Okay. Got 48. 48. Power plant worker, overwhelming remorse, exile creature, that's good. Self-assembler, lets me search for assembly workers. I've got 2 cards that let me search for my assembly workers. How am I looking? What's so mostly red, 11 red, 7 black. What's my average cost? 2.5. Okay. Sibling rivalry, gain control. I love it. Just love this idea of gaining control of stuff. Ferric Blast, I don't love. Tower Worker, I need. Pristine Cloud Key, Gruesome Realization, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, 3 mana, it's good. He's a 1/4/3. Even if I don't use the ability, he's a 1/4. 1 less, and it costs 1 less for each creature card in my graveyard. Problem is, I just can't imagine getting a lot of creatures into my graveyard. I'm really focused on artifacts, so maybe I take him out. 6 more to take out. Enchant creature. Do I really, again, do I need that many enchantments? +2/+2. I think I'm going to take them out. Okay, down to 44. Destroy, I need my removal. Return target artifact from the graveyard to my hand. I like. Choose target player. Discard X cards. Spell deals that much damage. I just think this could be handy. I could discard cards, try and draw, and it's versatile, that's the thing. Now the Swift Sphere, I had in here early. I don't have that many cheap creatures, so what's my creature distribution here? Creatures. I have 11 creatures now, so I can't afford to take any out. I'm already really at a low creature point, so I need to think about cutting some spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are creatures as well. 5, 6, 7. I'm really relying on getting some heavy creatures out. So maybe... what do I do? What do I do? Get rid of the... I need to get rid of 4 cards. I probably should get rid of Sibling Rivalry, but I really love this kind of card. Gain control of an enemy creature for 4 mana. So it's probably a lot, really, isn't it? Gain control of creature, untap it, gains haste. End creative tap Power Stone token. I love this, playing these kind of cards. I have 3 of them. They're expensive though, and for 4 mana, I can do other stuff. It's only for 1 turn as well, right? Until end of turn, so it's 1 turn control. Okay, down to 1 more card to remove. What do I take out? What do I take out? So I've got 17 lands, so I'm right on what I want there. A spell, it's got to be a spell. Return, I need that. Is it Swiftspear? Do I take out the Monastery Swiftspear? Exile 2 cards in my library, choose 1 I like. But it's only 1 mana, that's the thing. So where's the... These are the expensive cards. Power Plant Workers 2. I don't need Whirling Strike. Alright. As it turns out, I'm down to just 3 red cards. 4 red cards. 4 red, 6 black, 13 colourless. 4 red, 6 black. There we go, that's our distribution. Alright, so we have 6 black cards, 4 red cards, 13 colourless, 23, and 17 lands. Really relying on this quite weak plant worker strategy. So I can get Power Plant Worker out with the other 2. He gets +2/+2 at the end of turn, and I put 2 counters on him. Oh, it's a permanent, so it becomes permanent 2+1/+1s. Activate once each turn. If I get this guy out, it's a mana with reach, and it adds 3 mana if I control the other 2. And if I get this guy out, I gain life. If I have the other 2 out, I gain 3 life instead. And that complements everything. So it's all about getting these 3 out somehow by a Stone Brain, by a self-assembly. I can bring back I can bring one of them back via Emergency World. I can search through my deck with Mishra's research deck to try to find those cards. And along the way, Monastery Swiftspear is cheap and has prowess, and Dwarf, this dude has prowess, which means whenever I cast a non-creature spell, they become stronger for that turn. And they're good cheap blockers as well. He's a 1/2, he's a 1/3. If I'm casting some cheap, some of these spells, they'll become stronger. Yeah, that's the plan. It's a relatively... what have I got here? A lot of colourless mana spells. I have no idea how this is going to go. Like I said, if I can get 2 wins, I'd be happy. Having drafted this with no knowledge of the series, yeah, here we go. So let's jump into our first game and see how bad I am. So we have drafted against AIs, against computer basically, simulated, but everybody who's playing has done the same thing. Alright, here we go. I have 3 mana, which is good. I start with some good stuff here. I'm happy. I will keep this card, and Clay Revenant can go straight out. Alright, here we go. Straight out. Clay Revenant. And next time I can get Mind Worker out as well. Alright, so he's going to probably try and burn red, white. Burn humans. Maybe. So for those who are not familiar, the red cards tend to do like little bits of damage. They burn, they do like 2 damage, 3 damage, things like that. The white cards tend to add modifiers or add tokens, they add creatures, things like that. The black cards, such as this, tend to kill or remove or weaken, as you can see here. Blue, here we go. Oh, they also have exiles. That's okay, got it out of his hand. Alright, so let's throw a Swamp out. Do I dare? Yeah, let's put it out. He might remove it. Hopefully he doesn't. How many Mind Workers do I have in my deck? I think I had 1 or 2. Was it 1 or 2? Alright, not removing it. That's good. Don't remove it. He spent his 3 mana. You can put a Plains card or a creature. Good. I'm happy with that. I will not play this yet. I'll hold on until later. So they're probably deciding whether to put a Plains card. Have they milled their 3 cards? Okay, let's put another mountain out. I can either put this Talisman or a Cloud Key. Let's put, if I put this out and choose Artifact, all my Artifact cards now become cheaper. So this now costs 2. And for combat, no attack. So he didn't put a card out, so this creature becomes a 2/2. And it has flying, which means it'll fly straight over my Mind Worker. My power plant worker was 5 mana, now it's only 4. Okay. I forgot to activate him to gain a life, so I gain a life. Forgot about that. Oh, you can do that at any time as a response. Okay, it's tough now. It's a 3/3 flying with the ward 2. Should have taken it down when I had the chance. Oh well. Yep, go ahead. Okay. Okay, I can sacrifice. This is where I can sacrifice stuff. Do I get... I don't want to sacrifice anything just yet. Let's get a power plant worker out. And gain a life. Just 1, until I can find my tower worker. Tower worker's in the deck somewhere. Talisman, you know, I could probably sack this to destroy his... I'd need to pay 2 ward. I can do that. Ward basically is 2 extra mana, see ward 2 means I have to pay 2 extra mana to cast the spell. If I cast this for 2, I have 4 mana in total, so 2 plus 2, I can afford it. Okay. And that's an equipment. The problem here is he'll just be able to reattach that equipment. Now, the fact that they're saving 2 mana scares me. They could potentially burn 3 cards in their hand. Alright. Alright, let's get out this. What are they going to do? Use it to gain a life. Use it to gain a life. Waiting for opponent to check that. They've got something up their sleeve. They've clearly got a response. If I get +2/+2 until end of turn, it's unlikely they'll have a 4 burn. Even if they block this, I don't think there's any 4 burn spells for 2 mana. So now I'm 6. I hope there's no 4 burn spells for 2 mana. I don't remember seeing any. There are a lot of burn spells. They do 2-3 damage for 1 or 2 mana. Yeah, he's not blocking it. Alright, doing okay. If you're following along and you got any questions, let me know. So, I don't know, do I sacrifice my talisman? It's probably not worth it yet. I've kind of got a good position here. I'd probably use this to draw 2 cards. Okay, this is now, well now I'll do -1/-1. Maybe. Yep, go ahead. A swamp I don't need. Alright, so creatures my opponent control gets -1/-1, so -1/-1 will kill these. I didn't realise that was going to happen. Alright, but now I can deal. And I can surveil 1. Okay, 3 and tap to surveil. Now what this means is look at the top card of my deck. If I like it, I can keep it there. I like it, so I'll leave it there. Why? Oh, they must have exiled. Okay, so attacker. No attack. I'm going to go on just hold for now. Probably should use that mana to strengthen, boost him up, but again, I just didn't think about it really. Okay, so I can sacrifice my talisman if things get dire. Oh, great. Fantastic. Should have thought about that. So that spell was a bit of a waste. Should have drawn 2 cards instead, probably more important. I think I lost the initiative there. Yep. He's got all this mana up his sleeve. I'm not going to block that. Guaranteed there's a burn here. Nope. Go ahead, do your damage. Guaranteed burn. Somewhere. That was weird. Alright, so here's Clay Remnant. Now I'm going to sacrifice it to stop him flying. Oops, cancel. Target a creature planeswalker. I want to target this one. Yes. Sacrifice that. I'm going to pay the 2 extra mana. Resolve. So now he can't fly over the top. That's what I'm kind of thinking here. That's where all his damage is coming from. What worries me is the fact that he's still got all this mana available. Okay. Now I can tap that for mana, life. And I worry about all that mana that they've got sitting there, so I'm just going to return it from the graveyard to my hand. And back on the battlefield. Hey presto. That's and I'll just sit on that. So I got rid of his threat. He can still equip that, I know. But and I am top decking now. I have no cards in my hand, which is a problem. I don't understand. I haven't been able to use this. I don't know why that's... oh, maybe I've been spending it. So I've got to be careful. I've got to make sure I use that to gain... No, add a colorless mana and gain a life. Okay. So I must have been activating. This guy's just thinking about options. Equipping that to that. He'll probably attack and then try and get me to block. Ooh, okay. For each creature you control, okay. That's dangerous. Ah, interesting. Attaching it to the soldier. I wouldn't have done that because this guy gets +1 for each equipment attached to it. Alright, I am going to... what am I going to do? I'm going to add the mana. I'm going to surveil, I guess. Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to play the mountain because I want to kind of bluff that I've got a cool spell that I can cast. So I'll end there. And you know what? I'll keep some mana spare in my hand so that I scare them. No attack. In turn. I'm looking for my tower worker or a card that lets me find my tower worker in my deck. So this card, when it comes out next turn, will let me save my power plant worker. There we go. He's actually equipping it. That's what I would have done. It makes his Vanguard stronger. So the thing with this guy is I can just block him, sacrifice the Clay Revenant, and then instantly return it to my hand. And instantly cast it for 0 mana. So that's his cycle. And I have 2 of these, I think. So they're going to become MVPs, I think. The fact that I can just block, yep, no attacking. Let's see, he's worried. He's worried. Oh no, he's blocking. Okay. Alright. So he's coming in with a big 5, going to do 5 damage to me. But I'm blocking with my Clay Revenant. Nothing will get through. He's thinking, that Clay Revenant. Oh, first strike and trample the Whirling Strike. Well played. So that means that because of trample, it'll go straight through the dude and deal damage to me. Nonetheless, he will come back from the graveyard to my hand and back onto the battlefield. Alright. Now, I'll gain life, and I'll activate his ability. And I will attack. Now, I'm just going to block with the soldier. No worries, I can kill that soldier. Tower worker, another mine worker. Oh, do I need another mine worker? Probably don't. I gain a life, that'll give me 2 life each turn. I think I want to kind of send it to the graveyard. Do I? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's going to hit me for 4. When he attacks alone, +1 for each other creature. He doesn't control any other creatures. +1 for each aura. Yep. Okay. It's the vigilance that hurts. Vigilance means they don't tap when they attack. So he attacks me, and then you can see my guys are tapped. He will remain untapped. What's he got in his hand? Straight in. Do your worst. Alright, keeping his just 5 mana up here, ready to cast some spells. Could have done better than that. Not overly happy. I'll put out a swamp. I will put out some life-saving goodness. I will also heal there. I'll activate that. And then we'll go to combat. What's he going to do? Keep in mind I can save it with this card. I can save my power plant worker with this. When it dies, return it to my hand. Happy to kill a soldier. Bring him back to life. Bring him back into the battlefield. And turn. Maybe I need to be a bit more defensive because I'm down to 10. He's on 14. Oh no! Oh no! So he can activate this double strike for 2 mana. This is the one that I rejected. Double strike means you get first strike, attack for 2, and then you attack for 2 in the normal round. And where are my removal spells? Yep, I've got nothing to defend with, so go ahead. Yep. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Down to 4 health. And he isn't budged from this, and I'm destroying lands now. Fantastic. Okay, I'm in trouble. Alright, let's try and surveil, make sure there's no lands on top. Because I'm kind of sick of seeing the lands. There we go, throw that into the graveyard. And we will pass without going to combat. Alright. This could be scary. This could be a good game if you can pull out something good. This is going to do 6 damage when it attacks. I can bump that up to 8. Oh wow. He can go 6. That'll be 4. I just hope he doesn't have a trample. If he has a trample, what's he going to do? As a copy of any artifact on the battlefield, he's going to copy my power plant worker? Maybe? He's out of mana, though. Okay. Come on, attack me. I want to bait him into attack so I can cast Ashnod's Intervention to give me +2. Plus at +2. He's out of spells, and I like that. Oh, he's not doing anything. Alright. I will take the lifesteal, the life gain. And I will do nothing. Yeah. I'm happy just to sit there. Because he has initiative. Really. There's not a lot I can do here. Damage to target tap creature. There goes my mine worker. Am I prepared to lose it? I think I have to. Damn. Should not have lost that other mine worker card. Should have held on to it. Hey IDJ, yep, just replied to you this morning. Sorry for the delay. Oops, it's just typing in chat. Okay, 2 attackers. What's he gonna do? Okay. Yep, no worries, bring it on. Alright, I want to block. What do I want to block? I know he can... I can boost that. Okay. Can I kill that? No, I'll just block that. We'll wait and see what happens. And maybe I'll just... Well, he can't do much with this. Oh, wait. He cannot cast that, so he'll do 2 damage, won't get through. Let's hope for the best. Alright, good, good, good. I'm okay with that. I killed his dude, but he is tapped. And I can bring Clay Revenant back. No worries. Yeah, thanks IDJ. Sorry mate, sorry I was so slow. I saw the email come in and I just didn't have time at the time. He's going to equip it. So this is tough. If this gets strong with double strike, I don't know how I'm going to be able to stop that. Montessori Swift Spear, okay. Play Revenant. Okay. What else can I do? I gotta hold this guy to block with. A life gain. Do I surveil? If I surveil, I can't do both. So actually, if I throw the mountain out, then I can do both. Tap that surveil. Target creature is -2/-2, so that's a kill on something he's got. Disfigure, yeah, I need that. Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got to be careful. Do I leave blockers? Yeah, I'll leave my blockers up. It's scary. It's very close. It feels so close. Yes, I'm behind. Yes, he's gaining health faster than I'm able to attack him, but I'm just looking for the right cards, and I don't know what those cards are now that I've lost my mine worker. 2 mine workers in my graveyard. Yeah, he's got more equipment. So maybe I should have focused on equipment. This equipment strategy seems to be pretty good. It's working. Yeah, I did see Visions of Pyrexia. You can upkeep, exile the top card, you may play that card. Yeah, they're going to attack. They're going to attack. I wouldn't mind if they attacked with that Phalaji. I'm pretty sure I can block it, Power Plant Worker, and save it with this. It'll do 8 damage. It'll do first strike. Yep, gain first strike. which do 4 damage, but I'll be up to 6, 7, 8 by then. 6 defense, sorry. Alright, let's disfigure. Let's hold this onto disfigure. Let's just gain some life. And surveil. Yes, this is what I want. Mishra's Desk. I can sacrifice it, exile 2 cards, choose 1, and then I can unearth it and play it again. So let's see what they can do. No attacks, I don't think. No attacks. So I've got some good responses here. 2 instant cards, 2 responses, 2 whatever they throw out. Yeah, October 21st is good, I think. I'm 90% sure. First strike. Exile it from my graveyard. These first strike cards I don't like. But it's only a 1-1 for 1 mana, so I can block that very easily. So there's things I can do. Things I can do. This is a long battle for... So usually red... So red is the fastest kind of colour, and it usually does its damage quick. In this case, we're kind of deadlocked. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Bring it on. Send your power plant worker my way. He's got no cards in their deck. They're getting double strike. Okay. So they'll do 4 damage, and then another 4 damage. Oh, okay. Oh, sending it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm gonna boost this up. I know he's got no mana, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Come on! Come on! Maybe I kill his power plant worker? No, I really want to kill this guy with double strike. Does he always have double strike? No, it's the actual creature. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1 until end of turn for each other creature. It's hard to know what it is. Okay, so... Target creature, so what am I going to do? Do I give one of my dudes +2? If I send that up... There's so much to think about here. I'll just do this. That gives him now 8, 6. Alright, 8, 6. So he'll do 4 damage in the first round. Yep. So he'll die, but then he returns to my hand. And I'll kill his double strike. First strike guy. Yep. And then I'll just throw out my Clay Revenant to block. Two blockers. I think that's okay. So I should kill this dude. He's going to do 4 damage. It'll kill it. Like, I'll lose my power plant worker, but I'll get him back. In the meantime, I will actually kill his chain dancer. Alright, first strike. Now normal combat. Mutual destruction. His power plant worker survives, sure. My power plant worker comes back to my hand, as planned. Re-equip that to his power plant worker, which is not good. It's going to be a really strong power plant worker. But now... Alright, everything comes back. Well, that's free, so I'll throw that out. Clay Revenant can come out. Unfortunately, it comes out tapped, which is frustrating. But then, do I cast it now? No, I might wait. Choose attackers. Okay. Do I? I still don't really want to send it. Attack with this dude. Just a little tap. Bring him down to 16. Just a little tap. Let's tap him on the shoulder. So he doesn't have the vigilance dude anymore, which helps. I'll save this for later. I'm just holding my mana in case I need to disfigure and add stuff. Okay. Okay, no worries. Am I prepared to sacrifice my power plant worker? That is the question. I'm prepared to sacrifice this guy probably. So maybe I throw Dwarven Forge Chanter in front of his power plant worker. Because he's going to boost it up to like an 8. Fantastic. Alright, what are you going to put on? Another soldier? That's a soldier and that's a soldier. Put a 1-1, can I? Yeah, so maybe just kill it. He gets first strike, like I said, block with it. Put a plains card or a creature from among cards milled. Okay, let's hope he doesn't do anything good. A plains card, good. No creatures. A plains card or a creature card. So that's got to be a plane. That suits me. Or if he doesn't, he puts a 1-1. He might do that instead. Nope, taking the planes. Okay, interesting. He wants that 1 mana for something. Well, there's the mana. Here comes the attack. What's he gonna hit with? Yep, okay. So I don't have enough mana to cast both Disfigure and Power Plant Worker. I know he's got no cards. Hey, I know he doesn't have Trample. So I'm just gonna block this dude. Sad, but I need something to kind of where's my? I've used my mill ability. Okay. All right. Well, now I'll sacrifice this. Okay. Choose one of them. Another dig site. Let me surveil again. And Mishra's command. Okay. Let's throw the dig site out. How are we going to do this? Deal X damage to target creature. I think I want to kill that power plant worker. No, I want to kill the Aeronaut Cavalry. X damage to target creature. Hold on a sec, let me think about this. X damage, hold on, let's, oh, there's so much to think about. Okay, tap that for some life. I need to get rid of this Aeronaut Cavalry, so 4 mana is needed. But what else? Target creature gets X, yeah, sure. 4 mana. Goodbye, Aeronaut Cavalry. Tap target creature, get X0 and haste. Who? Do I attack with Power Plant Worker? Yes. Kill something. this out. And sacrifice it. What have I got? It's a bloody swamp! Oh god, so many lands! Okay. To combat. Just with the power plant worker, because he's tough. He's going to sacrifice one of his dudes. Or all 4 of them, maybe? Yep, that's fine by me. Kill a soldier. Lovely if I had some trample. But I don't. So you can exile the top card of his library, play a plains, right? We're both kind of top decking, just about. Ooh. This has been a very, very interesting battle. They very rarely go for this long. He's red-white, I'm red-black. This should be, in all accounts, a fast battle. Equip the power suit, eh? 1 for each aura attached with it. Okay, I'll see what happens there. So I can't play. I can play Disfigure. One mana +2. Hopefully he's got nothing else to. He's got another. Alright, that'll just. It gets rid of his flyer. So what he was trying to do is just fly over the top. Now I get to block him basically. I can block this with the Monastery Swiss Spear. I can block his power plant worker with my Clay Revenant. Clay Revenant will die, bring him back to life. Unless he gets trampled. Unless he gets trampled. Trample just tramples over blockers, so your blocker takes the damage. Here we go. Yep, no worries. I'll block that, mate. There we go. Oh, good. Happy, happy. Thank you. Oh, it's down this. Here we go. Stone Brain. Let's play this. Let's enter this to my hand. Things are happening. I'm gaining life. Play Revenant comes out. Exile, choose a card name. Search target opponents. Opponent's graveyard. I misread that. What kind of cards would he have? That's crap. I didn't realise how bad it was. That player shuffles and draws a card for each card exile from their hand this way. No, I don't like that card. Jeez, silly me. I'm going to surveil. One, two, three. I can't surveil again. I've got to be careful. I will probably have to lose Monastery Swiss Spear as a blocker. I can keep this in my hand as a mystery card. They don't know what I've got. All they know is that I have 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a card. So how close are we to... He's got 5 cards left. I've got 9, so he might mill. So okay, so see in the top right here, that 5, that's how many cards he has left in his deck. Once he runs out of those cards and can't draw, he loses the game. So if I can just hold on for that long, I don't think I've ever won a game by milling. So it'd be a first for me. Yep, no worries. Goodbye, Swift Spear. You served me well. No trample, please. No trample, no trample, no trample. No worries, take as much as you like. I can take it. As long as you don't add trample. Don't add trample. Not a problem. Pleasure. Now I can actually, in response, surveil. At the end of his turn, I can use that. When it enters the battlefield, I can search my library for an assembly worker creature card, reveal it, and put it into my hand, then shuffle. Now, do I want that tower worker? It's also a 4/4. I did not realise it was also a 4/4. Alright, I'm going to search my library for an assembly worker creature. I think I only have one. Tower. Oh, I've got another power plant. Tower. Add mana. I probably don't need the mana. I could do with another power plant worker though. So if I throw him out. Boom. He has 5 cards left. I could, if I look carefully, do they have airlift? They've got 2 airlift chaplains. 2 airlift chaplains. I could make them draw 2 cards as well. By playing this. I won't right now. Search opponent's graveyard for up to 4 cards. Sorry, airlift chaplain. Pick 2 cards of that name. Exile those 2 cards. No attacks, thank you. Exile this card. That player shuffles, then draws a card. So there are 2 cards for each card exiled. I don't want them to be drawing cards. I don't want them to have extra cards in their hand. Maybe when they're down to 1 card. But not right now. Okay. This is getting scary. Because at this point, they've got 10 mana in their hand. A hand of 3 cards, and I've got no response. The only thing I can do is boost these guys up to 6. And all I've been doing, I've got assembly worker over here, he's a 4/4. So I've got 3 4/4s. This is probably the closest game I've ever played. I mean, I've had many games where it's come down to sort of 1 mana. You've had 1 mana left, and you've won all. But never quite. Yep. So I'm going to surveil my turn. What have we got on top? Not a land. Something good. Return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So I can bring the mine back. Thank you. Where are you, mine worker? Come on, buddy. Come join us. So I should have got that tower. I knew I had this kind of graveyard recovery. Alright. Mine worker comes out. And now I don't think he's got 3 cards left. And I will stop there. I have got 6 cards left. As long as he doesn't mill me somehow. He's got to be aware of that. He's got to be aware that he has fewer cards in his deck. So he's exiling. At the start of his turn, he's exiling a card. Now there's 2 left. Now there's 1 left. So now I can play Stone Brain. And I think I should win. I could have actually won on that last turn. He's going to try and attach his artifacts to this flyer and fly over me. Cheeky. It's his last chance to do it, though. He's going to do 15 damage to me. And he can only do 2. By the looks of it. Surveil, see what we get. that tower? Overwhelming. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, let's get rid of his. Let's just do this. Play this. What was it? Airlift Chaplain, I think it's called. Is that the card we're after? He's got 2 Airlift Chaplains. Yes. Airlift Chaplain. Click on the what? Search up to 4 cards with that name. Exile them. That player shuffles and draws a card. Click a zone name. Okay, that's what I want. So I draw 2 cards. He can't. Why does he have 1 card left? What? What? Okay, well I'm gonna kill your what's the ward here? Ward 2. It said the card said to draw. They'll draw cards. I thought. Yeah, don't fly over me. Next to combat. Well, he's going to draw 2 cards surely on his turn. No attacks. I'll gain the life while I can. And I'll exile the top card and then try and draw a card, but won't be able to. So, wow, I was way behind at one stage there. Yep. That's it. Game, mate. Well played. Whoa, that's my 1 win that I expected. I don't think it's a super powerful deck. I need to get rid of that artifact, which I misunderstood. Search opponent's hand graveyard. That's not what I wanted. I need to reread that carefully. Okay, so that 1 win. I'll wait for it to load. Gives me some bonuses. Gives me now 100 gems and 1 pack of cards. So the 100 gems, you use these to buy stuff in the store. Okay, let's look at my deck. And where's that stone brain that I misread? Exile it. Choose a card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library. And exile them. That player shuffles. Then draws a card for each card exiled. So that didn't work, right? Exile draws a card for each card exiled. I exiled from their hand. So if I pick their hand and guess correctly. Either way, that's pretty rubbish. I need to add a new card. And I think I'm going to put Sibling Rival. I'm really all about hunting through my deck. Do I draw a card? Into the battlefield, draw a card. Add 1 mana of any colour. What do I use to replace it? Whenever a creature enters a battlefield from your graveyard, I can attach this to it. And it gets +1 with Menace. There will be creatures entering the battle, but not the battlefield from my graveyard. I could have used that so many times. So let's throw Battlefield Butcher in. Alright. Let's throw him and... Oh jeez, it's late. I'm going to wrap it up here. I will continue the other games tomorrow. Didn't realise how late it was. Let's open this pack. Balls of a Brain, see what we get. New Knight of Doves. Whenever an enchantment I control is put in the graveyard, create a bird. Another Impact Tremors, which is lots of fun. Oi! And a mythic rare. These are my... You can basically convert these. That's really cool. These are very rare to get. I have been saving up 5. And you can trade these in for any mythic card you want that is available on MTG Arena. Very nice. 5 mythics, 7 rares now. In fact, the common rares are some of the hardest ones to get. I've got 24, but I've been very scarce in spending these. You often spend a lot of mythic rares and rares to get the really good cards, so it's really hard to get the commons. Okay, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I will continue this at